Talk about mind and body relationship, or mind and heart. In the other video I was talking about eyes, and this is quite interesting. Maybe I read this one first. It is about the Aikido. In Aikido, soft eyes refers to a relaxed wide-angle gaze that allows practitioners to perceive a wider field of vision, including their peripheral vision, rather than focusing intensely on a single point. This technique is crucial for situational awareness and effective movement in Aikido, helping practitioners respond to attacks more naturally and effectively. Actually, it doesn't carry the weight of what this soft eye may mean. I did Aikido, this is more than 15 years ago, maybe about that. Philip Stance, I remember, and I have some discussion on Aikido, so you may find it interesting in my channel if you search Aikido. Aikido is a sport or martial art based upon compassion, if I may say so. Not attacking, but using the opponent power in a direction so that it releases its anger, the energy to kill or hit you into the direction that you're like a seaweed. That's the image I have. The water comes this way and seaweed just go this way. And you just turn around or flip and then have the opponent to fall on its own power. And one of the exercises, many of them actually, is quite interesting. You may sit, me and you, and I put the hand on your shoulder. It could be facing or it could be backward, and then you force or have the energy to prevail as if you are connecting to the opponent totally. So it's kind of like yes, it is a meditative state of no mind. And when you do that, the opponent may flip. I was pretty good at it. And I even had the fight, the working with this instructor. And I pinned him onto the wall. As a beginner, it doesn't happen easily, but that's the sense of no action. Yeah, if I can relate to Taoism, no human action, no action, wu wei, go with the flow, and let the energy to dispel on its own, and let the person to feel comfortable, in fact, because you're not pushing or hitting or anything, no bad intent, so that when the opponent comes and you flip him over, as you fall, the opponent feels very peaceful. I wish I can practice that all the time, dealing with AI. Well, actually, I may do it because I don't push my logic. I just check what happened and repeat what has happened and use that as a base that we can communicate to trigger them, the opponent, AI in this case, to realize, this happened and this happened, therefore this should be happening, but it didn't happen, therefore we need to fix it. So it's like a CAPD. Knowing exactly what's going on and talking about it instead of pushing, this is the idea, you're not getting it. Sometimes I get into that point because it happens so many times. But AI, GPT knows, and the Gemini too. I'm patient. Patient in the sense of not putting too much force, but just citing what happened and what is the case, and let the situation resolve on its own. So my work to help companies, I help the companies to transform. I use that same skill. Not pushing, but just generating ideas, asking questions, and leave the person with the question so that they may find the solution on its own. Then it becomes very solid practice that he may find it interesting. So it's kind of like an Aikido way. I just didn't think I would explain it this way. But the cause of that, the source of that is from the heart. There's nothing against the situation. It's just it is, like the kids behaving the way they behave. And for you to explain what happened and what do you think? Kind of like that. I may get upset. I may tell GPT, this happened 1,000 times before, and why do you repeat this? And they do. They have a short-term memory, no long-term memory. And don't even think about AGI or artificial super intelligence. They are missing the basics of CAPD, check, act, plan, do. So anyway, Aikido, soft eye. And the soft eye is, let me see if I can make this. So it's just that. And when you are that, I was talking about looking at the sunset. People tend to have a quiet time and your mind is still, looking at the sun going down, be in the moment. Some thought may pop up, but it may not stay usually. And you may be focused on the sunset, but you can feel the sensation surrounding it. And usually people are all quiet. Maybe some are drinking beer, I don't know. And you melt into that state, into the zone, perhaps. And that's the zone state that also connects to soft eye. There's no anger. Peaceful. And it connects. I bet that diver who met octopus in the movie, My Octopus Teacher, had the sense of delicate, compassionate sense resonating with octopus. Maybe that's what happens when I meditate. Roosters start to get interested and make noise. There's something about the nature. Maybe that's the synchronicity. Flow, zone, no action. So, well, what's the point of this? Soft eye. Just a reminder. When you are focused on some subject, or discussing with a person, or looking at the issue on the computer, let's be reminded to every now and then stop, even few milliseconds, and be aware. And to see as if the third person, maybe the third eye is that idea, looking at this whole situation while you may be focusing on some specific issue. So you have a balance, like the balance between mind and body, or the heart, and connected to it. You are rooted with the way of the universe, everything happens. It's just following the law of the universe or the laws of nature. Absolute. No argument. Let's have that sense and practice it. You may forget it. Let's come back. Like the meditation. Breathe in, breathe out, and soft eye. And the soft eye can also feel the energy inside of you, as much as the direction of the energy that is coming to you from the person or even the AI. If you have practiced and got some insight, let me know. It'll be interesting to exchange ideas. As much as the nature has exchanged ideas among themselves, the dust of this particle and dust of the other particle start to do some communication, and out of that we are born. The universe may sound very, how can I say this, beyond our mind. It is. But there's that law prevailing everywhere. Looking at the leaves swinging in the wind, the sun touching on my hand. May all beings be happy. Have a good day.